I think it's just a difference of my underwear. I don't typically.
Like right now, my shit is tight.
Is it gummy or is it tight?
It's tight.
On a rate of 1 to 10. 10 being gummy, 0 being tight.
A 5, 4.
Oh, you're right in the middle.
Yeah.
You just standard ball texture right now.
Yeah.
My shit's wrinkly as hell all the time, bro. I'll take a cold shower to try to tighten them up to shave, and it's still like wrinkly. It's still like.
Yo, let's start though.
Oh, we're started. Welcome to the Nameless Network podcast. Yeah, we're started.
We talked that whole thing right there.
We did 30 seconds.
You said your balls were gummy on here.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, wrinkly. Sorry. What do I say gummy? It's not like they're chewable.
What's that?
I don't know why
it's
I said
not like what?
Gummy. It's not like, it's not
elastic.
Yeah.
I think your balls are probably pretty elastic, right? I would consider it to be.
No, I feel like the skin is just loose, so it's stretchy. But it's not like you're stretching the skin out like gum.
Bouncy.
Like you're not making it thinner at one point. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be sick.
Like what's this guy's name? The One Piece guy?
Luffy.
That guy.
Your balls fly out the bottom of your shorts and like knock a guy out.
Yeah.
Uppercut a guy with your balls. Anyways, we're feeling good. We
Imagine you can move. Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, what?
Imagine you can move your testicles like you can move your legs, like the same amount of control.
That'd be sick.
But
dribble a marble with them.
Yeah, like that. Like when you're like with the girl, like, and you know how like birds have feathers and stuff to like attract the mate.
Yeah.
You gotta like make your balls dance.
That'd be sick.
And she's like, "Damn, you're a good dancer," and then that's it.
Or there's like octopus, which like change colors and shit. So you make your balls go like rainbow mode. You ever seen like
you want to make your balls rainbows?
Well, you ever see like a Portuguese man of war?
Yeah.
Where they do that like crazy like color shifting, and it looks like they're powering up.
I think it's just because they're transparent and they're hitting the sun.
No. They do like a thing where they like pulsate like different colors.
That's not real. That's real?
Yeah, it's real.
You sure you're not just watching a movie?
No, dude, I'm certain. Here, hold on.
Like it's like if it was like you say pulsing, like a beat at a club, like boom.
It looks
like it like Tron.
It looks like I would describe it looking kind of like the
Avatar.
the boost pads in like Mario Kart, where it's like lines like going up it.
What the fuck?
He's Man of War color shifting.
I don't think that's a thing, bro. You tell me it produces a glow?
No, they look crazy as fuck. They like change colors like super fast. Alright, we're on Facebook.
Like, don't get me wrong, octopuses do change colors. They can't even change the texture of their skin, but what the fuck? But it's not pulsating shit.
No, it's not doing that here. I'm trying to find like.
No, yeah, I don't think that's a thing, dude. I think that was just like editing for like a reel or something.
Pulsating colors. Maybe it's not a Portuguese man of war. Maybe it's some kind of jellyfish.
Yeah, just put jellyfish then. The jellyfish looks so fucked up outside of the water. It's like just a ball of goo.
I don't know. But anyways, I think that would be cool, have your shit like change colors super quick.
Like what if it glue a different color with like if you're horny or not?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And you're standing at McDonald's and certainly like your balls turn green like you're horny. And you're like, well,
you'd want it to be green?
Or I mean, what color would I give like I'm horny? Like maybe like a purple? Like a Miami Vice purple, like a real like seductive color.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then when you're not horny, it's just like a black blob. Just like rotten looking.
Blue balls.
Yeah. Blue. Yeah, they're blue.
Yeah.
Like a deep blue. Navy blue.
Dude, getting blue balls sucks so much. It's genuinely crazy. I think it's probably like comparable to like, pregnancy contractions, but for guys.
I don't think so.
It's a horrible feeling.
It's a horrible feeling, but it's like you can continue with the rest of your day. You don't got time to jerk off. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Nah, if you got like serious blue
You're
balls,
uncomfortable, but I don't know if it's like it impedes you. Like it hurts. Like
it
a
impedes
bitch.
me, that's for sure. I'll be like fucked up.
Hmm.
It's mad uncomfortable.
Okay, well, that's great.
What do you call it? I was gonna say we had a couple rough weeks there. Missed a Thanksgiving episode, my bad, and then I got dysentery last week, so I was fucking dying for like 5 days. So sorry for the lack of an episode there, but we're back. We are still here. We still exist. Apparently, you could make a video for the Spotify Wrapped. So sorry about that. If I knew that was a thing, we would have dressed my balls as chicken wings. And then
No, we
posted a
wouldn't
video
have
like
done that.
Thank
Like
you so
that's
much
funny,
for
but
listening.
I am not. No, I'd be upset if that's what I got. Like if you're like the top, like some of our friends, think like, bless them. They're like our most listened to podcast here people, and if they had gotten that, like that's the reward for like being like supporting us. Nah, bro, I'd come and I'd slap the shit out of you.
Do it like a chicken wing.
Yeah.
And
With a chicken wing, I will slap your testicles.
dip it in sauce and be like, the second dip's on us. Thanks for listening.
Oh my god. That's pretty cool, but
that's pretty cool, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Kinda
You might convince me. I don't
some
know.
barbecue sauce.
But you gotta shave it with a razor.
Yeah,
Buttery smooth.
Yeah, no, mine are too tight. They're too wrinkly. That's gonna be on you. Smooth balls.
What? No. AI that shit, bro. I'm
AI.
not fucking putting my balls on the internet like that. You wild. But do you think you could dress it up well enough where they wouldn't know that it's a ball sack? Because like a chicken wing got angles and folds and it's not just a sack. Where are you going to put the wing at? Huh?
No, it's gonna be like a big drumstick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but you're right. Yeah, you do have to add some texture onto it. Maybe some.
So
like,
you could probably put like your dick in your T-band and paint it as if it was like the end of the drumstick, and then your ball is the actual thigh.
yeah, paint the shaft like white.
Yeah.
So it looks like a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works. That's a good idea.
Who's gonna paint it though?
It's gonna be me with a mirror. Fucking paintbrush.
Just comes like, upside down.
Yeah.
Or backwards.
Yeah,
or
you put
both.
some like sort
Whatever.
of tissue paper on it to give it more texture, and then you paint the whole thing orange.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sick. Dip it in paint, and then you just do like just dip your balls on.
I
like
bet that'd feel nice, like
a
dipping your
canvas.
balls in
Dude,
soy
it's
sauce.
gotta be awesome. That'd be sick.
That'd be pretty good.
You could but you just like dabble it all over like a canvas, and just introduce it as like modern art.
It's like
Hang
yeah,
that on
it's
a
like
wall.
yeah, like the hand on the wall. Your nutsack on the floor.
You go to the art gallery, and there's just a bunch of people being like, "Oh, wow."
Bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie, art is truly getting out of hand these
That
days.
would be a
More people fucking
hilarious
consider
prank.
art.
Actually,
There's some wild shit out there that people pay for. It's like, dude, that's art. I don't understand it.
I saw
Like-
one today of the guys that they take like a piece of bread, put salami on it, and then press it into like a frame, right? And then they go into a modern art museum. The guy sneaks it in his hoodie, and then he just hangs it on a wall. And then they like film it, and people are walking up and like looking at the salami bread, being like, "Oh wow, I wonder what this means."
Dude,
Like,
wasn't a banana on the wall originally like just like somebody put a banana?
No, that was Banksy.
Banksy did that shit?
I thought that was Banksy. Wasn't the banana on the wall
Nah,
Banksy?
no way that was Banksy
Banana.
on wall. Banksy.
Duct tape. Art. Oh, okay. Banana duct tape art is a conceptual artwork titled Comedian by Italian artist Maurizio Catalan,
They're all Italian, the ones that do the scummy shit, by
which
the way.
features a real banana affixed to a wall with a strip of silver duct tape.
Bro, there's one Italian sculptor who sold an invisible sculpture for $16 million. Meaning it's not fucking there.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
I mean, that's just money laundering. All of this is money laundering. The artist described it not as a joke, but as a sincere commentary on what society values as physical bananas, not the art. The work is the idea itself, accompanied by a certificate of authenticity and detailed display instructions.
But don't get me wrong, there's some wild artists out there that are killing it. But
3 editions initially sold for between $120,000 and $150,000 each. Yeah, whoever bought that.
But you know, in China, there's like
I have a painting to sell you.
in China, there's like sculptures out there of humans, like if they were taxidermied.
Oh yeah, that shit.
That shit's wild. But you know what I heard on Joe Rogan? I don't know if this is a fact. You can check me. You can only do that process within such a amount of time after someone dies, right?
Right.
And supposedly this museum had gotten bodies that were donated for missing people that they had found dead or whatever. The amount of time is 48 hours that you can perform these things. So the tissue's red, the fats are white, your tendons you look normal.
Yeah.
In China, it takes 30 days to like officially label someone as missing. So like all those sculptures are just murders.
Yeah, they're like political prisoners and
Yeah,
shit.
and you're just
yeah.
there paying to go see this motherfucker throwing a football with like no skin and it's just muscle in his eyes and his brain. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's all guys who like
What's it called? It's like plastronomy.
it's all like Hong Kong residents that like protested China coming in. So he stuck them in a jail and then they're just like, "Oh, well, no one's going to miss this guy, so fuck him."
But the artist, bro, that guy is fucked up.
Yeah, dude. You got to be a real fucking sicko to do something like that.
Insane.
What's some fucked up art? What have people done? That's like weird. There's like a museum.
I mean,
somewhere.
in Japan, there's some people who like. There's a lot of yakuza members, who when they died, like their ink was so fucking cool
Oh yeah,
that they
shit's
would like
cool.
skin them and then hang their skin on a frame and like put it outside at tattoo parlors, bro. That shit's hard.
Yakuza. What is it? Tattoo. I mean, how do you even?
I don't know. There's a name for the yakuza tattoos, but
right, but how do I even like describe that? Like a taxidermy, I guess. Fucking
frame skin.
yeah. Which is pretty sick. I'm
There
gonna
it
have
is.
them.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
that
have them
shit.
cut my ass skin off and then hang that in a museum somewhere. If you know, you know.
It's wild.
What the fucking fuck? Hold on.
Look at that. That's that guy's back, and I think his calves.
Golly. Yeah.
Look at that.
Fuck, that's brutal. That guy's just holding it up. Why is he holding it up like it's a deer that he went hunting, bro?
Because to them, it's like, bro, like that guy died, but the artwork was just so fucking well done that they're like, nah, bro, fuck it. Like,
whoa, dude,
Take
that's
it.
a full fucking piece. Holy
yeah,
fucking
holy
shit. That's so sick.
Yeah.
People are off the shits. I was gonna say there's also a I think it's in the US. I don't know where it is. Human furniture. This will show up the right thing. I think it's in the US.
Oh, bro, you're talking about the Ed Goon guy?
Yeah, the guy who like they made like a
No, like Ed Gein. Just put human furniture serial killer, and then we'll get the name. Mr. Heatman was telling me that he watched the documentary on Netflix or the show, and like it's like the way it's dragged, like the guy was terrifying.
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. That's
Isn't
his
this the
name.
guy who inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, I don't know. But dude, yeah, like you're saying, this guy made a chair out of human skin from his victims.
There's a chair.
There's a chair. He had mugs made out of people's skulls that he would drink morning
Freaky
coffee with.
motherfucker.
And the weird thing is, like, this guy was like a normal family man.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah,
Um,
he's got the face of that
pretty
girl
fucking
and then
weird.
that right there. Do you think when he sat in the chair, he just like absent-mindedly, like picked the nose of this bitch? And like, I
It's
would.
fucked, bro. But Mr. He was telling me of a scene, so like spoiler alert. This guy somehow, like, most of his victims were women that wanted to have sex with him. Fucking, I don't know how they didn't see this coming.
The spinal lamp.
But he got really into a relationship with one girl, like he really liked her, and he decided to like introduce her to his mom. His mom lived at home with him, and he walks into the room, and there's like just like a rocking chair looking out the window, and he brings the girl over, and it's like his mom's like body just like they're dead, and he would like talk to her and be like, "Oh, this is Rebecca. Rebecca, meet my mom." And then obviously the bitch freaked out and he killed her, and then fucking probably made it some teacups or some shit.
What would you make out of a person?
Me?
Yeah.
That's a really, really random question I wasn't ready for. Give me a second here. Let me think. I would create like lumbar support from like some big booty bitch.
I make a back scratcher out of their femur.
Ooh, like a femur handle would be nice.
Because the
like a
hip,
knife.
the hip bone connection, it's sort of like a hook shape. So if you just like whatever file down the actual hip joint, you can make it like a thing that scratches well, and then that'll have like crazy reach. It's also a femur, so it's the biggest one.
I would have like a pillow made out of boobs.
A pillow made out of boobs. That would be nice.
Yeah.
A mouse pad.
Ooh, yeah.
You seen those? The one that's like an anime girl mouse pad with the wrist support is like a pair of titties.
No, I didn't.
Look, you haven't never seen that? Anime girl mouse pad. Some it's like the pad itself is like her back, and then the thing is her ass. Wait. No. Sort of like that kind of deal.
I see.
That one's a dog's ass.
That's pretty lit, bro. I'd buy one. Why not?
Hold on. You gotta put lewd.
We should do an episode where we just buy random shit like on Amazon or like the TikTok store.
There you go.
And see what it's about.
For the viewer. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Dude, they must sell billions of these. Can you imagine those guys that have these and they're switching them out like every 10 minutes? Ridiculous, bro.
I don't know if that such man exists that he has an inventory of mousepad boobs.
Bro.
Like what, in a drawer he just opens it and it's like new one?
Dude, they stamp these out like 1,000 times a day. I would take more one like this.
No, they wouldn't.
Personally. Yes, bro. They make so fucking many of these.
How do you know they make so many of them?
Because look how many fucking images of this there are. Have you seen the dildo factories in like Thailand? There's like the slavish fucking Asian ladies just like making 1,000 fucking dildos at a time in the molds.
If I was in a third world country and I was making a product for like America or Europe or whatever, where it's like mainly used there, I'm not saying it's only for them.
Yeah.
And the factory you work at are dildos. Nah.
You're sucking it.
Nah, dude. I would prefer to make so many other things.
Yeah, but you can afford a house and a brand new Honda bike. Like,
For just like supervising the production of dildos.
not even, bro, for working on the factory floor. Like, the money they make is like nothing like that's ever existed in their entire history. They're
Damn,
making
thank
good
God
money at the
for
dildo factory, bro.
people being addicted to satisfying themselves
Yes, bro.
sexually, bro. Like
It's
that's what
crazy.
really moves the world. Look at us.
We're funding the-
Dildos, OnlyFans, and Blue Chew
we're f-
running the world.
We're funding the creation of the next great civilization, which is Southeast Asia, and they're doing it off of dildo factories, bro. Good for them. Honestly, good for them.
Dude, they're like, there's no shame in this. We're not using them. They're the
No,
dirty
yeah,
ones.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
it.
we had, yeah,
they
we're,
want it, we'll sell it.
yes, we're poisoning the river, and our kids are getting birth defects from the plastic runoff. But like, I can afford a house now. I didn't even have shoes 10 years ago. Like, just because these fucking retards in America are so
Horny.
obsessed and horny, like. They need a new dragon dildo.
We
and
need
it's gonna-
Jesus.
They gotta buy this new dragon dildo, and now it's built my fucking house, bro. It built a whole city. We have trains now in the city. We didn't used to. It's crazy.
There's also a lot of stores out there.
I mean, the Japanese are also buying shit, and so are the Chinese. I think in
Dude,
China,
the
you'd
Japanese are
go to
probably
jail if you buy
wild
one
with
of
their
these.
toys. They probably got shit we don't even comprehend.
Bro, yeah. The Japanese is like the home market of the sex doll, bro.
They probably have one like
Wait a minute, what's going on
that
here?
comes with the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
That's a belly button.
She's pregnant, bro. That's what it is. It's the mouse pad is her pregnant belly.
Oh, that's obscene.
These people are fucking. Dude, you see, like, there's so much variety. Like, there's got to be guys with an inventory of these. There's got to be
A
guys with,
collector?
like, several of these.
The collector.
How many guys do you?
What would you do if, like, for example, we were hanging out with, I don't know, the Meninist one day, and we're fucking around, and we open a drawer, and we see just a stash of these motherfuckers.
This one specifically.
Yeah, like that one. What do you do? You're like, yo, no way this is his, right?
I'm stealing one for myself, bro. Look at that.
Dude, that belly
Oh my
button is
God.
deep. It's a
I
deep
don't mind the
belly button.
cowgirl. Cowgirl's all right. But yeah, dude, no, I don't know. I would freak out. I would leave. I would start hyperventilating and be like, I'm out. How many people do you think got their ass beat? How many kids do you think got their ass beat when this shit came in an Amazon package? And, like, their dad got to it first. And they're like, what the fuck is this? This is what you're ordering with the money I give you? I gave you an allowance so you can...
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be worried, but I'd also be like,
At least he's straight.
at least he likes boobs. He likes the boobs. After that, I'd be like, all right, bro, you gotta go find real boobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go get some real boobs.
I'd be like, this is it. I'm sending this. I'm returning this and buying you a gym membership and a fucking razor. Because if your boy's like buying fucking titty mouse pads, he's probably not showering that often. You know, it's
Ew.
sort of goes
that's
along
nasty.
together.
What's the longest you've gone without showering this year?
This year,
Yeah,
3 days probably.
3 days.
I think I had one DGN ass weekend, but not more than that. If I hit more than 3 days, I start stanking. Just a BO overcomes. You know, what about you?
Like,
Yes.
3 days, yeah.
What?
What?
How many?
About the same as you.
3 days.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I've gone like a week without showering.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, I don't notice. You smell all right most of the time.
Is that? It's just I don't know. I'm blessed, bro. I just smell good. God is good,
You
bro.
don't perspirate too much.
Huh?
I gotta.
No, I
switch from
sweat
this.
like a motherfucker.
Okay.
It just doesn't smell.
Mm.
I don't know what's up.
Yeah,
but
you do sweat a lot, actually. I don't know what I was saying.
Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I don't have like a pheromone if I don't smell. My sweat don't smell.
You saying you smell
Because
like
there's
little
some
boys?
boys out there
that get
that
stanky,
have like an
bro.
odor,
They
not
get
a smell,
stanky,
bro.
bro.
They got what the fuck is that? Like, what is wrong with them?
I don't know. I think it's probably just diet most of the time.
Yeah, I've been eating real bad recently. I've been picking the
I've
fuck
been
out.
eating horrible the last
I've been
few
eating
days.
so bad. The thing is like, whatever. It's just bad food.
I've
I
literally
really
like
don't have an excuse, but
5 of my meals in the last 3 days were fried chicken. Do you understand what that means?
that's really bad.
That
Yeah.
means the only time I didn't eat fried chicken in the past 3 days was yesterday's lunch.
That's
I ate a
nasty.
steak sandwich.
That's nasty.
I love fried chicken, bro. What do
I
you want
know,
me to
but
say?
like I would get tired of it by the time I had it for dinner again.
Today I got tired of it. I didn't eat. I didn't
3 full
finish it.
days. You have more fried chicken still?
I got a lot of fried chicken in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got a whole bag of Tyson fried chicken strips.
Nah, dude.
They're
Today I ate
They're really
a
good.
microwavable rice from Costco.
Mm.
3 burgers from Burger King. And I about to go
All
home.
in one go? Was that at work?
Yeah. No, but no, I ate the rice like at 9. It was like my breakfast. And then I went to lunch and I was like, I'm still hungry. So.
Well, yeah, it's around lunchtime that you eat. Do you eat in the office or did you eat in the Burger
No,
King?
I get the fuck out of my office, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
no.
get the fuck out of my office until the minute I have to come back.
No.
I am unreachable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
No, fuck that. Dude, I was listening today to this I'm on a new audiobook. It's called Winston's War. It's all about Churchill in the Second World War. And bro, I've been listening to a lot of these World War II audiobooks, and more I realize everybody was on some bullshit during the Second World War. Everybody was on some bullshit. There's no fucking heroes. Not the U.S., not the British, not the French, not the Germans. Controversial take, I know. Not the Soviets. Definitely not the Japanese. Like, everybody was on some fucking bullshit. Even the Americans, because it's like talking about how Britain was like Winston Churchill, like famously when he what do you call it? Not D-Day. Pearl Harbor happens. When Pearl Harbor happens, he like lit a cigar, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "We won the war. Like it's over. Like the Americans are finally fucking joining us. Like they're they had so much power, so much food, so much money. Like they're good. Like we're fucking saved now because these guys are getting involved." But the entire time leading up to that, Churchill was constantly trying to convince them to get like actually involved. And bro, the Americans were fucking them in the ass. Like they were charging them because the U.S. had the Neutrality Act, which there's like Lend-Lease, where the Americans were like loaning supplies to the British and to the Russians. So they would take like a loan, give them some supplies, and it's like, okay, you're gonna pay us back later for all this military aid and food and shit that we're giving you. Until the U.S. actually got into the war, or until basically Britain ran out of money completely, they were making them pay in cash. So they were like making them pay in cash, whatever. The UK loses all their cash. So then they started charging them by giving the U.S. Basing rights in their colonies. So it's like the UK owned like Guam and some other places in the Pacific and the Atlantic. The U.S. Virgin Islands, I think, were owned by the UK. And they're like, give us that, give us this, give us this, give us this, give us this as payment. And then eventually it got to the point where the UK had to get their like British-based companies to sell off their assets in the U.S. So the U.S. like fucking plundered the United Kingdom for everything, bro.
I mean, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Because
I mean, they also did it to Germany too, like.
No, but this was during the war. Like, like before the U.S. even got involved. Right now, the book is in like late 1941, so right before Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was December 7th, 1941. And this is like mid 1941, the Nazis attacked the Soviet Union. And so they're like trying to get more aid, but the UK runs out of money and they start giving up their colonies to the US and giving up all their companies based in the US and outside of Britain in general. And like because the plan was by the US basically was just to like take over as the reserve currency of the world from England. Because at the time, before World War II, the UK basically was like the hub of all the financial markets in the world. So the way that the dollar is now, that's what the UK pound was at the time. So the US just like took fucking everything from them. And then finally they get attacked by the Japanese and they're like, all right, fine, we'll get involved for real and we'll like, you know, treat you like a real ally now.
I mean,
so it's crazy.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, yeah. It is what it is.
Capitalism,
like,
bro. And I've said it before in this podcast. A great catastrophe comes great opportunity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Whether you take it or not, that's on you, bro. Who cares?
But it's like
the U.S. fucking took it.
Yeah. It's just interesting to listen to it as someone who was raised here, because it's like, obviously, I always took it with a grain of salt. It's like, no, the U.S. wasn't the hero of everyone. But it's like, the only thing that makes the U.S. in any way morally better than any of the other countries is that it was democratic and it was ultimately like the market that decided all the scummy shit that the U.S. did. Meanwhile, everybody else had like one guy deciding to be scummy about everything, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to listen to. Then the French, you know, there's like France and then Vichy France. So the Germans took over like the north of France, and then the south is like a puppet state. There were French guys fighting for the Nazis. Like during D-Day and everything, there was French dudes involved.
Damn.
Like
I did not know that.
Everybody was out for themselves. It's fucking crazy. Like the more you you learn about it, you're like, bro, the story of there being any good guys in World War II is fucking bogus. Like straight up.
I mean, I never thought there was like a good guy, like the right thing that happened. But I always knew that there was like in my opinion, my moral code, what was good, who it was good that won, and who it was good that fucking lost.
Yeah.
You know? So, the U.S. and the Allies definitely, I can still see them as the good guys.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, I think, yeah, okay.
Not that they're not fucking perfect. They're obviously assholes.
No, yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're not out here murdering and fucking.
It's definitely better that, like, the worst outcome possible would have been that Russia, Germany, and Japan somehow got along, and then Italy too, I guess. If those three got along, or those four got along, and then everybody else got fucked, it would have been the worst possible case scenario. Because the Russians were the Soviets were fucking nasty, bro. Some of the shit they did in Ukraine and Poland and stuff was fucking crazy. Like starving people, doing all this bullshit. The Germans, everybody knows that story. They were bad. And then the Japanese were fucking awful.
Bad Germans.
So if you had those three taking over after everything, things would suck so much more. Like ultimately the U.S. fucking over England, like the way things turned out for the most part was the best possible outcome. All things on balance, I think, honestly.
I agree.
Not to be too biased for the Americans, but it's like even the U.S. as a world empire wasn't that bad. Like, you can't tell me, like, motherfuckers in Thailand that ultimately became a free country because they weren't owned by the French or the English anymore, and the U.S. was just like, hey, we'll watch the seas and you guys can trade freely. You can't tell me those people are worse off because the Americans took over the world after. Like, largely, most people are doing much better because the U.S. became the dominant power after everything blew over. And everywhere where the Soviets were gaining ground fucking sucks. So it's like, I guess the good guys did win. Damn, I completely turned around on my point.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But no. Your point is that there's no heroes. There is no
Yeah.
hero. There's no savior. There's just like, at least we won.
Yeah, there's
It's
everybody.
like that mentality.
Everybody was acting selfishly the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta.
Yeah.
Survival.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think every country should be acting selfishly the whole time during a war. Number one concern is your country and the people in it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your job.
Yeah, the reason why you get with allies is because you have, shared interests, not because you're such a good guy and you want to save them. Which is like the thing that people don't get with, I think, like Ukraine and stuff, is that they try to act like, oh, well, Ukraine's like has corruption too. They do this nasty shit. And it's like, dude, Ukraine is fucking up Russia right now. Russia is a dictatorship with nuclear weapons that fucking hates the West. Why would you not support Ukraine?
No, the question is
our
that
best option.
it's not if it's like right or not. It's like, should you? Like, do you need to waste all that money right now at that amount of money with no supervision of where it's fucking going? Yeah, you worry about corruption.
No, yeah, that's obvious. Yes,
Like they don't even check in on it. Bro, if I'm giving you $100 billion, I want to know every single penny and where it was spent. And it better be fucking, half of it should be food and water.
Yeah. Well, we do have people over there that are like at least watching the battlefield side of it. They're not in Ukraine specifically because that would be problematic, but they're in Poland, like right across the border. So same deal. But yeah, definitely you should do it with supervision. But the question of, is it a good idea to support Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. We're thinking a sober mind, like on a
the
geopolitical
world's
sense.
like
Yes.
balance. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. And
Because the balance right now is chill, bro. The world is genuinely, with what it's been in history and the little I know of it, it's been pretty chill for the past like 100 years.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sort of.
I know the world wars are probably the worst thing that's ever happened, right?
The world wars is probably the biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I take that back. That was wrong.
Always gets that was just like the thing about that is that it's not like the human instinct for violence ever changed, which is like a thing that I listen to. There's some YouTube channel that does like as far as I can tell, it's just some guy that puts an AI chatbot to summarize like a Wikipedia page on, I think in this particular case, it was like what the title of the video was why the Japanese hated fighting the U.S. Marines in World War II. And the sort of thesis of the whole video was like the U.S. was just really good at optimizing their industry and their economy at war. Like you had everybody had like pretty good standardized equipment. You had evacuations for any wounded soldiers would happen like almost instantly in a time where like motherfuckers would get shot and just lie in a field for 10 days until they got run over by a friendly tank that didn't see them there. If you compare it to, how they were fighting between the Soviets and the Nazis at the time. Like, I don't know, just like the fuel resources, the logistics, the whole thing of the U.S. operation in the Pacific was like impossible to match. And that's what made World War II so crazy. Isn't that like people were more violent or doing more fucked up shit? It's just that you had entire countries that realized after World War I, like the idea isn't to, have your armies meet in a field, decide it there, and then come back, declare a winner, and go into diplomacy from there. It was like you're going to mobilize every single factory, every single farm, every single person in your entire country to win this war. And then you go at it, and you're like blowing up cities and shit. Like the capacity for destruction is so much. It was
pretty
bigger.
wild how quickly they did it. I remember. Have you ever seen the Fat Electrician?
He does that podcast with a bunch of other like.
Yeah, he explained something really well of how they got factories to run and so quickly.
Yeah.
Like the U.S. government came to a town that already had 3 or 4 factories. They'd be like, okay, this factory with the equipment it has is making this. The motherfuckers there had no idea what the fuck they were making or how to make it, but they sat there, they figured it out, and they fucking made it.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing with the other 3, but with 4 different things. Like one builds tanks, one builds ammunition, whatever it fucking was.
Yeah, you have them build like smaller components that are easier to retool the factory for, and then because you had like such a huge fucking network of railroads and roads, the normal roads, you would just bring it all together. And you're also in America, so it's like the whole industrial base for the Allied side of the war was secure there. It was safe. Like nobody could get there. You wouldn't have a German bomber flying
Dude,
into New York and blowing up a tank.
The way that they made
factory.
the tank that we used, what was it? The main tank?
The Abrams.
That tank, they made it specifically because of the logistics of how easy it is to replace all the equipment in the tank.
Except for the engine.
Okay, except for the engine. However, the engine still took less time than if they went and they shut up a couple Panthers and Tigers. That would take Germany like fucking weeks to figure out.
You're talking, okay, different tanks. Okay, I thought you were saying, never mind. You said that we use, I thought you were talking about in Battlefield 6.
No, why the fuck? We're talking about World War II at that moment.
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I thought you were throwing it off, but I got you. So, yeah, the Sherman.
Yeah, the Sherman, that one.
Very easily replaceable. We also had so many more troops, and we were shipping like 1 million of those into Russia all the time. Although Russia was really good at that shit. Russia was insanely good at the making shit so simple that it wouldn't be able to break. I remember seeing this video, this was a long time ago, where it was showing the T-34, which was a main Russian tank that they would use. It was like their standard tank, like the Sherman, that the pins in the tracks, right? So you have each section of track is laid out, and you have a pin going through the end of one that links it to the other one. The pin had a head on one end, right, so that it wouldn't slip through. On the other end, there was nothing on the outside end. So theoretically, the pin could just slip straight out on one direction. So to keep it in, what they did was they welded a metal plate on the outside of the hull so that when the pin would go by, if it was slightly loose, it would bang off that and get knocked back into place. That's how retardedly simple the Russian tanks were.
Shit works like that.
Because, they were being operated by, like, people who 5 years prior, or fuck it, in some cases a week prior, had never even seen anything more advanced than a horse with a saddle on it. You know, it was like people that came from the steppe in fucking Siberia and had never seen any kind of machinery. They were working with wooden carts, farming, and they're like, yo, we need more bodies to throw into the front. You are going to be a driver for a tank. And this guy's like, what's a fucking tank? What are you talking about? What war? Like, I live in the middle of a frozen fucking wasteland. I didn't even know there was anything past that mountain. And suddenly they're driving a tank into fucking Berlin 2 weeks later. Like, that's the kind of shit they were dealing with. They were putting in fucking everybody. So it was like,
okay, but regardless of like who was driving it, if you want something not to break, the less moving parts you have in it,
exactly,
your margin of error is smaller.
Yeah, but they also didn't have the capacity to like maintain them as well. So you just needed something as cheap as possible that didn't need any maintenance or didn't need any kind of, real expertise to deal with. But yeah, and then the Americans had that too. They had very simple tanks that they could mass produce, and they were easy or cheap to upgrade. So it was like every couple months, they would be like, here, your tank, take it into the maintenance bay. We're going to work on it. Here's your new tank with some upgrades on it and some different shit because we're like advancing things so fast. It's like what's happening in Ukraine right now. Have you seen pictures of what tanks look like in Ukraine now?
No, I don't keep up with that war at all.
They're like, here, watch this. Tank. no, this is what every tank in Ukraine looks like now. They got these big fucking cages all. Yeah, see, they look like that, where they have basically a huge cage on it, and then they take like, what is it, like steel cables, and they just fray them out so that it's like covered in like brushes. They look like giant porcupines. You see that shit?
Yeah.
So like it looks jank as fuck, but it works because the drones come in and they blow up against that shitty fence or whatever, and they don't actually harm the tank itself. That's the one. Look at that.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that shit?
So it's just a tank covered in a big cage, and then you put steel wires on it, and you fray them out so that they just stick out, and it's like a big steel brush. And then when the drone comes in, it'll hit the spines on it, essentially, and just explode in the air and not penetrate the armor.
No, I'm super creative, honestly, and simple.
The thing is, you end up not being able to turn the turret on the tank, and then it's like this equipment that we have is like tanks are basically obsolete now, or at least in the form that they currently exist. You need something different to deal with the problem, which was happening constantly in World War One or World War Two and World War One also. I mean, we watched War Horse not that long ago. After World War One, cavalry charges were over. Fuck, not even after World War One. Pretty much as soon as World War One started, they're like, "Oh, what's that?" The cavalry regiment tried to charge that position, and they all got murdered because they had a machine gun.
No.
Okay, let's get a machine gun, and all the guys on horses tell them to fuck off back to where they came from because they're useless now.
Yeah, it happens quick, dude.
With the exception of having at least maybe one guy that rides around and he like does recon, there's no point. And then, oh, what, we have planes so we can fly over there at 150 miles per hour, see them from a distance from the sky, map out the whole defense, and then fly back without any risk. Okay, get rid of the guy on the horse, send the plane out. Like, shit just passed by like that in 2 seconds. I saw this one thing that was like talking of war technology was in World War II, the American anti-aircraft guns that they were suddenly like super good and they were fucking up all the Japanese and Germans, I guess, too. Mostly the Japanese because they were attacking the ships with planes. Is that they figured out a way, and this was again going to like a normal factory and telling them like, hey, listen, we need a solution for this. What can you do? Is they went to General Electric, and they figured out that by putting it basically is similar to like a light bulb design where you would put like the shell of the anti-aircraft gun. When the bullet was fired, it would shake the inside, and it would pop a glass bulb that was filled with acid, and that would mix with some material on the outside, I guess copper or lead, and it would turn it into a battery for a short amount of time while it flew, and it had some other device on the inside that worked as a radar. So the bullet would have a short-lasting radar inside of it that when it would go up into the air, the moment it would sense that it was close to a plane, it would blow up with the explosives and then fuck up the plane.
Damn.
And it was like,
that's why in movies it just pops in the, like, I don't know,
it
in
just
the middle
pops
of
in
the
the
air.
middle of the air. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
most countries had timed fuses, so that they would be like, okay, at whatever altitude is where the planes generally come in at. So we have the fuses timed to blow up at that time. Meanwhile, the Americans had one that no matter what distance a plane was at, it would automatically detect and then go off.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It's cool as shit. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, like how they figured that out. But yeah, but then what do you call it? I want to go back to the book I was listening to. They had so it's Winston's War is the name of the book. Winston's War or Churchill's War, whatever, one of those two. And so it sort of gives you like a biopic on like his cabinet members in each part of the war. And in this part, because it was talking about the Americans, they talked about like the ambassadors and shit that he would have going to America. And it's so funny. These guys fucking hated Americans. It was like this guy, not Neville Chamberlain. What was his fucking name? Lord Halifax went over.
Halifax?
Yeah, and he went over to a White Sox game in Chicago, and they offered him a hot dog. And he's like, I will not have such a dreadful thing as a hot dog. Get these bastardly Americans away from me. They fucking hated. I was going to say us. I guess, yeah, us. But yeah, they fucking hated the Americans. These guys are disgusting and stupid. They're so, like, cocky and rich as fuck. Like, fucking, why do we have to rely on these guys? And the Americans are, like, fucking retard British. They've been losing the war for, like, 3 years. Now we got to come in and save them. They're so ungrateful. You see that a bit in Masters of the Air. Have you seen that one?
It's a show, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's the same as Pacific and Band of Brothers. You should check it out. It's actually really good. But like when the bomber squadron,
nothing's like the Band of Brothers.
No, it's made by the same people. It's fucking Tom Hanks and whoever else co-produced it with him. But when the aviators get over there to Britain, because they're doing these bombing missions into Germany, they're like getting into fights with the British what do you call it, aviators. They have to like watch videos on like how to behave in Britain, and they're like, don't shove it in their face that you came here to save them. Like these people have been fighting for a while or whatever. And the guys get there and they're like, fucking Americans, like you guys are fucking chilling over there, like taking all their fucking money, and now suddenly you show up to save us, and they're like, all right, do you want our fucking help or not? Like,
yeah. Stop complaining.
You guys are clearly in a tight fucking spot.
Stop
here.
complaining. Like, at least we're here. Better late than never.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Where would you want to fight if you were in World War II?
Oof.
Like which country would you want to, as any soldier that you want, and what country are you fighting in?
Nah, I'll probably drive a tank in Germany. Fuck it.
As a German?
No.
As an American?
As an American.
It's kind of tough.
Whatever. At least you die having fun.
You gotta go against American tanks.
That's fine. Against the Germany men? It's fine. You?
Yeah, I think American in France would be ideal. Because it only gets worse after that.
Bro, in the Pacific, it's just shit from the beginning, bro. It's shit from the beginning. And the closer and closer you get to Tokyo, the more and more fucked up shit happens. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
But at one point, the U.S. and the Brits and everybody was just so in tuned in Europe that it was kind of clear that you're kind of just moving forward. But in the Pacific, it's like, I feel like there's so many times the soldiers must have felt like, dude, there's no way you can beat these people. They're throwing kids and babies with grenades on them to kill me, bro.
Yeah.
Wild.
And you don't even get to, like, at least in France, as bad as it could get, at some point you, like, stop off and have a coffee and, like, hook up with a French girl or something or some Belgian chick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you kind of get to see the world for, like, just a second. In the Pacific, what world is there to see, bro?
Yeah.
Australia? I guess Australia would be pretty cool.
Stopping off in Australia would be chill.
Yeah.
But you gotta fucking ride a boat all the way back there for months.
Yeah.
Only to get hit by, like, a Japanese fucking torpedo or kamikaze or some shit while you're on the water. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that indeed.
And if you get caught, bro, you get taken prisoner, it's over. It's so fucking over.
Yo, you know, low key, I would like to be in the airborne division just to see what that shit was like.
That was a crazy.
All the movies are made about them.
That was a crazy stat I saw. I mean, it was just some guy on Twitter that said it, so I don't know if it's real, but I don't think he lied. Was that apparently American airborne servicemen took more casualties than infantry did, than American infantry did. More American guys died in the air than on the ground in World War II. Like, the casualty rates were fucking insane.
Like, what do you mean when they're parachuting down?
Nah, motherfucking get shot while you're in the plane.
Oh, like just driving up to jump?
No, I'm saying like, oh, you're saying air like parachuting,
Yeah.
paratrooper. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
paratroopers.
easy
Aren't they
company.
airborne?
Yeah, airborne. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just misunderstood, but yeah, I got you. I thought you meant like actual airman,
No.
a pilot.
No. I'm supposed to jump in a parachute and just land in the middle of nowhere.
Fighter pilot would be pretty sick.
Fighter pilot would be hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Really hard. Too much shit happening in the
Yeah.
air at once. Fucking,
Those guys are motherfuckers.
yeah.
That's why those dudes came back and they were like, they were in biker gangs and shit, because they were just like living that fucking life of like pure adrenaline and freedom and shit. And then you come back and they're like, all right, go work in this post office. It's
Yeah,
like, fuck
suck
that
my
shit,
dick.
dude. And you can't fly a plane anymore because you're going to fucking do a barrel roll because you think the Japs are after you, bro.
Yeah. Indeed. Oh, that was so far. Fuck it. I'm not gonna open it. I'm not gonna finish it.
You're not going to get into it?
No.
What are you guys going to cook with your sister?
So, I found some meat in my freezer. It's kind of thick, so I think I'm gonna have to cut it in half.
Some thick meat.
Some thick meat. Yeah. I'm just gonna grill it, easiest, quickest way. And then I have some sweet potato. I'm just gonna put it in the oven with some olive oil, some salt, make them nice and crispy. And I got some broccoli. I'm just gonna cook on the stove top with some cheese, olive oil, and salt.
Nice.
Yeah.
That cheesy broccoli was
Yeah.
fuego.
Yeah, I asked the NPC, did you boil them before you use the stove top? And he's like, no, just stove top.
Straight just in a pan?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some steamed broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
It's steamed, right?
And there's so much of it that I think I'll feed myself for like the rest of the week. I can eat that
For sure.
for sure.
You're going to
So,
fart like crazy, but
I'll be healthy as fuck.
yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
mad healthy. No more.
Because I'm tired of eating Burger King and Publix and Chipotle. Dude, I eat so much Chipotle. Guess how many free bowls I've had this year?
How many?
I've had like 60, dog.
60.
I there's a span in June that for like 2 weeks I only went to Chipotle. And right there,
After-
bang bang, is like 2 bowls. 2 free bowls.
Bro, they know you by first name in the fucking Chipotle, and
Yeah.
I was going to say city.
I'm always fucking there.
Yeah.
I gotta stop though. I'm done.
Main dude.
New Year's resolution, I'm done. And I also learned this about the New Year's resolution.
What?
Every year I say, okay, this is what it is. I'm going to start January 1st, different person. January 1st comes, what do? I don't fucking do that
Yeah,
shit.
you pig out, bro.
I've done that for like the past 24 years.
You got to say January 2nd because you're coming back on
No,
January
no.
1st from a party.
I think the best idea is to start like 2, maybe 1 week before.
Right.
So once it comes, you're kind of already like in it. And then it's like, okay, second you do it the first time, January 1st or 2nd or whatever,
Just maintain this.
just maintain.
Yeah. Easy.
Like I was already on it for 2 weeks.
And what
you
are you
know?
planning to do? Just not eat like shit?
Now I eat like shit, and I'm gonna try to start running. That's the main
Right.
thing.
Sorry, there's like a hole in the bag up there.
Here?
Whatever.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Just not eat like shit. Yeah, I just need to cook more. Because, although it sucks at work, by far the cheapest and best option, and I would say healthy, is this fucking Cuban sandwich place nearby. It's like $12 for like a big fucking steak sandwich with chips and shit and a Coke. Incredible. It's an unbeatable deal. But the
Yeah, but that's not healthy. I mean, you can eat it, no problem, but it's not. I was with the shaman yesterday watching the game.
But what's
and
actually not healthy about it? I'm not
the
a
amount of
nutritionist.
sugar and carbs that you're not using, bro. That shit's like already like 1,500 calories that you're eating. It's a lot. And you eat how many times a day? 3? More?
Yeah. Not 3 times a day. What do you mean?
I'm not saying you eat that 3 times a day,
Right.
but your first meal is 1,500 calories.
It's not my first meal.
Okay.
But calorie count's not a problem.
One of your meals is 1,500 calories. And a soup of sugar and a Coke, you know.
Okay, the Coke isn't good.
Coke is no bueno. No.
Coke is no bueno.
Fried things are
That's fine.
whatever every once in a while.
But it's not fried. The
The
sandwich?
fries and shit?
No, it's like whatever. It's like the chips on the side. It's
Like
just like a little bit.
Lay's?
It's not that much. But
Still
the sandwich is big as fuck. It's steak, onions, tomatoes. It's got some of those what are they, string fries?
Okay, then I guess if you throw away the Coke,
Yeah, if I just
yeah,
don't
you're
eat,
fine.
don't
Do
have
you
the
eat
Coke.
that whole sandwich in one sitting?
Yes.
Okay, so it can't be that massive.
I crushed that bitch. Yeah. I feel fucking like Superman after.
No,
And
bro.
the cook knows me.
I was eating like shit, and yesterday I was with the shaman watching the game, and he tells me this thing when I was drinking a glass of Coke. The guy's like, "You want to know something crazy about Coke?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's do this." What?
All right, tell me, sir.
He says like the average amount of sugar a person should have in a day is like 42 grams. That's what you need to be healthy. And
Yeah.
you know how many a glass, like a bottle of Coke has? Like the one that has like a cap on it made out of plastic?
It's like 600 or something.
Grams of sugar. Nah,
Okay,
you're
no.
tripping.
All right.
39 grams of sugar.
As is most of it, yeah.
Yeah. In one thing of your diet, you already hit like 90%
Yeah.
of your sugar intake, and then you're gonna go home and eat a tangerine or like a strawberry, and you've gone over it.
Right.
Now you're gonna get acne,
Now you got AIDS.
and your liver's gonna get tired, and you're gonna have risk of diabetes,
If I get diabetes, I would be so pissed, bro.
cavities.
Cavities, yes. Cavities could happen, for sure. I don't know. I'll be okay.
I don't know. I've been kind of worried about it now. For some reason, I feel like I need to be healthy. I've like stopped and I've looked at what I've eaten. It's not good.
What, you had a dream where your teeth fall out or something?
No.
Oh.
I don't remember the last time I dreamed, or that I remember my dream.
It's the weed.
Yeah.
It's the pen.
Yeah, it definitely is. But yeah,
Anyways.
I'm excited. I'll see
Nice.
how long I can stay on it because I tend to be quite lazy.
That's a thing. Yeah.
you know?
Cooking is just a bitch to do. It's like, why
Honestly,
am I on
cooking out
this?
of all of it, I like because it's like one of the few things I can actually do with my hands, and it's nice to do shit with your hands for a little bit.
Sure, yeah, it's more involved.
It's no, yeah, and it's like you're giving yourself, you're providing for yourself,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah, it is nice. It's therapeutic. But
and might as well learn how to do it well. Like you don't just want to grab a bowl of water, throw a hot dog in it, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, toast a bun, and then eat it. That's
I
fucking
would
gross.
never eat such a thing as a hot dog.
That's a hot dog.
Disgusting.
No, eat it once in a while, but
Yes.
there was a point where I had like that meal days in a row, 3 days in a row, because I was lazy.
Yeah, you come out of it and you're like, you eat like a real thing after, and you're like, what?
Like my brain is
I feel
awake.
so much
dude.
better. Like,
You stop being so pale and so green.
yeah,
You know?
green.
So just like
Not
rotten.
Martian anymore.
No.
I feel that. All right, buddy.
know.
Well, I don't want to hold you for too long. That steak sounds very nice. That's an hour.
I am gonna eat that
There you
steak. I am hungry.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
This
you
has
for
been
coming.
the Nameless Network podcast. Goodbye.